Good day. This is Mr. Too Easy. This is Warrior Empowerment Hour at Wrgg. Our quote of the day is, "A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set to be out a leader, but becomes one by the quality of his actions and the integrity of his intent." That's a pretty powerful quote. Figured let you guys ponder on that. In the military, we have a lot of leaders, a lot of leadership, and not everyone agrees with everything. But at the end of the day, you do what you're told, and it's a great outcome. But what I have learned that in the civilian world is a little different, at least for me. So that's why I love that quote, and that's why I kind of like the theme song that we start every time that we get the Warrior Empowerment Hour. So for those of you turning in, this is WRGG. This is Mr. Too Easy, Warrior Empowerment Hour. Combat veteran, 16 years Army. So I try to give people some knowledge of PTSD, TBI, MST, and how some veterans feel, out in the real world. So I don't speak for all veterans, but I speak from the experiences that I have experienced. So with that, I will play another song, which is War Within.
So you made it home alive and well, a perfect soldier now it seems. Oh, when you could be forgiven, yeah, you thought it all a dream. Your friends and family are there to welcome you back home. And with the ones you love close by your side, you're home where you belong. And so you look to find that switch, try to erase what you've seen, but your mind still races unaware to the places you've been. And although you know that danger's many thousand miles away, your body starts to feel this fear inside. It's growing stronger day by day. 'Cause me, I'm fighting my own war, and it's raging deep inside of me. One no one else has ever heard of, one no one else will ever see. It's from a fear I've never known, and each day I face it on my own. Conflict inside, I feel that I may never win. When attack comes from a memory within. While lying in my bed at night, my mind is far away, and I'm fighting the same war again, the same as yesterday, where the bullets rain and dying men cry out as they let go. And there is no one here that you can trust among these faces you don't know. There are worse things than dying, me, I know this to be true. And there are days so filled with anger, and I know I take it out on you. And I'm sure you find it hard to recognize the man within. And he's been eaten up by sadness, never letting anybody in. So you wake to find the darkness, feel like your heart is caving in. And though she tries to tell you it's okay, she can't imagine where you've been. And as she holds your body closer, stops your trembling inside, you know that she's your only shelter, your only place that you can hide. But I'm tired of this damn war, don't wanna fight it anymore. How come it's one I've never heard of? Why's no one mentioned it before? I know I'm not the only one, but God knows I face it on my own. This conflict and fight, I fear that I may never win. This fallen soldier beaten by his war within.
Oh, yes. Wonderful song, The War Within. So that kind of gives you a feeling on how some veterans feel, battling the issues they have, internalizing. So, I know for me, I do a lot of isolation, get into my thoughts, and, it isn't easy, but, we work through it. I happen to have a great treatment team, wonderful wife and children, so I have a lot of people behind me, and making sure that I do the right thing, and I'm doing pretty well. So I'll read the quote for the day. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the quality of his actions and the integrity of his intent. Powerful, powerful, powerful. I've learned in the civilian world, it really is a dog-eat-dog world. As I was in the Army, it was, one team, one fight. Everyone, was a team player. And as I'm learning that, out in the civilian world, so to speak, it's a lot different. Some people are out for self. Some people aren't great communicators, and, it's just confusing. So, but there's a lot of things, you can teach other people, and a lot of things you can't. Sometimes if you're a true leader, you have it. If you're not, you don't have it. Sometimes you cannot teach leadership. You're either one or you're not, depending on, the integrity of the next person. So, but I've done the Army 16 years, DA civilian for 4, and it became a contractor. So I've seen all 3 sides of it. It's pretty wonderful. I've been all over the world, thanks to Uncle Sam, and I don't have any regrets. Been deployed many times, in combat situations, and I wouldn't change anything if I could change anything. It's just, it's wonderful, So you take the good with the bad, and you always find a better situation. My deployment in Iraq, I look at it like this. I remember meeting different people from all over the world, but we was all in one location trying to do one mission. I met soldiers from Spain, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Japan, all over, in Europe. It was the Italians. It was just wonderful. Those kind of things that you remember, even though there were some bad memories too. But those memories, make it a little bit easier. And, thanks to social media, I could still stay in contact with those people. And it's just wonderful. Everyone was speaking a different language, but at the end of the day, we spoke one language. Out there to do a mission, complete the mission, and that's what we did. So, met a lot of leaders out there, trained with the best, and it was just wonderful. So with that, I will play another song. Let's see here. How about Live Like You're Dying? Let's try that one out. By Tim McGraw.
said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, and a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options and talking about sweet time. I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what'd you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I looked deeper and I spoke sweeter and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden going fishing wasn't such an imposition, and I went 3 times that year. I lost my dad. Well, I finally read the good book, and I took a good long hard look at what I'd do if I could do it all again. And then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I looked deeper and I spoke sweeter and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. And you got eternity to think about what you do with it. What did you do with it? What did I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I like you were dying, to live 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 like you were dying.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful song, wonderful song. Live Like You're Dying. This is WRGG 93.7. This is Mr. Too Easy. And the quote for the day is, a true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to others' needs. He does not set to be out a leader, but becomes a leader from the quality of his actions and integrity of his intent. You know, that's just wonderful. And, you know, listening to this last song, you know, I think about, you know, when I first came back, I was looking for that rush, that adrenaline rush. Just trying to cope with everything. Went bungee cord jumping, raced the car down the drag strip, everything, bass fishing, everything. And just, jumping off bridges and stuff like that. But it was dangerous, but it was cool too. So I did find one thing that gave me that rush, and that was going on a bass boat. You start off slow, where there's no wake, and then soon you can wake. That thing goes basically almost vertical. So you're doing like 50 knots, for a whole hour, and it's a wonderful rush. But here's a good quote to kind of give you guys a good perspective. My eyes have seen things yours have not. My heart has burned in ways yours cannot. My soul has bled and yours will not. The have-nots cannot, and the will-nots are the sheep of our nation. They sleep without fear, because I am the wolf that keeps the other wolves at bay. So, that's pretty powerful. So, and I'd like to take my hat off to all the veterans out there. No matter what era, at the end of the day, war is war. And it's just like, wow. It's just, I never thought, I would actually have something in common and feel the same way as a Vietnam veteran, Korean War veteran, stuff like that. It's just unimaginable. My grandfather was in the Korean War. So, after I went for my first deployment, me and my brother actually, my youngest brother's in the Marine Corps. So I remember coming back from the first deployment, and my granddad had a basement, and the basement was like the man cave, So the children and grandchildren couldn't go down there. Nope, that's my space. So him and his other veteran buddies go down there, laugh, joke, drink some shots, and that's what they did. So after my first deployment, me and my brother went over there, and he was like, come on down to the basement. So go down to the basement, like, ooh, we get to go to the man cave, all right. Go down there. He didn't say one word. We sat down. He poured us a drink of Jameson, raised a glass, drank, and that was it. And we just sat there for an hour, not saying a word. But we had the understanding of, like, I've made it. So I'm one of the boys. I'm one of the guys. And that was a total different love, than just, a grandfather and his grandson. This was like warrior to warrior type love. And it was just, I'm speechless over it. Those are type of things, that really stand out. And, I know my grandfather loved me, being his grandson, but that day was totally different, just sitting there in silence and enjoying it. It's just wonderful. So with that, I will play See You Again.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began.
we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Let me tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. It was small, turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
And I'm back. This is Mr. Too Easy and Warrior Empowerment Hour, WRGG 93.7. That was a wonderful selection. You know, it's just to all the veterans out there and all my fallen, you know, warriors and soldiers and Marine Corps out there. That one's for you. So I know, you know, I lost a lot of battle buddies and a lot of family members. So, you know, it's just, you know, live every day like it's your last. You know, speaking of my battle buddies, you know, in 2 weeks, you know, me and my buddies are going to get together, do a bass tournament out there in, I think it's Hope Springs, Virginia. I got some buddies coming from Maine, Connecticut, New York, all from, you know, up north. And we, this is our second, I think it's our second or third year that we meet up around this time. It's usually the end of July or the very beginning of August. And we all just hang out for the weekend for Friday and Saturday, do some bass fishing together, you know, sit around and enjoy each other. So I know last year all the spouses came with us. So this year I guess the spouses said, hey, you boys go ahead and have fun and we'll do it next year. But, you know, I'd like to thank Real American Heroes Foundation. That's REL, American Heroes Foundation. So go to that website and you can sign up for duck hunts, bass tournaments, let's see, deer hunting, everything. It's for any veteran, any warrior, any active duty people out there. I've done the bass tournament every single year for the past 5 years, and they set you up with a real bass proman, like the guys that be on TV. So it's wonderful. You get a tackle box, you get a rod, reel and rod, and you have fun for 2 days. It's just wonderful. So thank you, Real American Heroes. Thank you, Wounded Warrior Project. They do a lot of screening process for that. Thank you, Lone Survivor Foundation. It's just wonderful. VFWs, thank you. American Legions, thank you. AMVETS, thank you. All the veteran organizations out there. The Marine Corps Lodge, thank you. The Vietnam Veterans Lodge, I believe, thank you. You know, it's just so many things out there. The VA, hey, thank you. So, you know, it's just wonderful. So, you know, with that, I'm going to play Time for War by LL Cool J. It's a nice selection, kind of get you motivated.
flame. You disrespected my legacy and threw dirt on my name. Told DJs he's over, he ain't spitting the same. What he says is irrelevant, hip-hop culture has changed. When I walk in the room, young boys look at me strange, as if I am a relic from some long forgotten game. It makes my blood boil, turns my eyes to flames. I built an empire, they tried to kick me out in the rain. So I call on an inner power, it's hard to explain. It's like the Holy Spirit utilizing hip-hop slang. I'm beyond the gold grills and logos on chains. Just see, I changed rap forever, I elevated the game. Launched the greatest label in the history of rap, and for 24 years I carried it on my back. I've always shined brighter when I'm under attack. I might be down for a moment, but I always come back. It's time for war! 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 Check it. It's time for war. This is a resurrection. I'm back from the dead. They told me quit a long time ago, but I conquered instead. I had dreams and visions swirling around in my head. I have this hunger deep inside of me that has to be fed. Hip-hop will respect all of the blood that I've shed. I have a covenant with God, I have swallowed the bread. Hip-hop, my co-defendant, with this mic I de-wed. I made an entire generation obey what we said. I'm from France to Germany, from Italy to Japan, from London to Belgium to Afghanistan. From Farmers Boulevard, smoking a blunt with my man, to writing rhymes on the 9 board to build Def Jam. You see, I'm the undisputed king of all hip-hop. Everything after is my legacy, like it or not, and I will keep making history. I just can't stop. LL Cool J, eternally high. It's time for war! 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 Look at how easily I flip it and switch the style around. Competition losing their footing, I see them falling down. They will plot against me and kill them because I'm balling now. Some of y'all didn't pick up the phone, but I got you calling now. This is a job that must get done, even if I become public enemy number one. If I have to pick up an Uzi that weighs over a ton, I will attack hip-hop until competition is none. Nobody on God's earth wants it without. You end up tortured and trapped in psychological hell. And this is the beginning of a new era in rap. LL Cool J, feel the impact. It's okay if you call it a comeback, and let them know I'm ready for combat. Tell those dumb motherfuckers to fall back. The crown looks wrong on your head. I want that. It's time for war! 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 It's time for war!
Oh yeah, and I'm back. This is Mr. Too Easy and War Empowerment Hour on WRGG 93.7. So, I'll tell you our guys' quote for today. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by his quality of his actions and integrity of his intent. Very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. The military for me, for my 16 years was wonderful. It's just made me a better person overall. A true leader, a true positive person in society, and just gave me a better perspective on life. Now, hey, sometimes it doesn't work out for everybody. We're all different for a reason, but they definitely push you to your limits, definitely make you a better person, to each his own. I love it. I love being deployed. I love being with my battle buddies. I just love meeting new people. And at the end of it all, you know, you have some good memories and you have some bad memories. But hopefully the good memories outweigh the bad. You know, PTSD out there is real. MST is real. The TBIs are real. Losing limbs is real. You know, just mental and physically, and sometimes socially and spiritually. You know, these are difficulties that we go through on a daily basis as veterans. But you know, with the right support group, with the right people around you, you know, we can strive to do better and overcome, you know, certain things. You know, I know for me, you know, my wife was a big person in my corner to make sure, you know, I got back to the regular me. Like I always say, you know, the old too easy is won't come back, but I can make a newer and better too easy. So, you know, this is me. You know, I accept my flaws, and I know what I have to do to be a better person. You know, so with that, let's play, ooh, this is an old one. Usher, Good Kisser. If you know it, sing along.
Make every minute worth it, baby. This for Ursha, baby. Watch this. I done been around the world, I done kissed a lot of girls, so I'm guessing that it's true. Make me holler and I bet $1 million. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Bang, bang, bang. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. It's 5 in the morning, Kush is rolling while she making steak and eggs. Yeah. No problem. At 5 in the morning, we can only be about to do one thing. See,
Say it.
I told her the devil is a lie. Them other girls can't compete with mine. You do it so good, you fuck my mind. You pull it out, then you open wide. You make me want to tap out and retire. Your pretty lips leave me so inspired. I think that she a winner. She could be a keeper, cause she's such a good kisser. Got lipstick on my lip. Oh, baby. She's such a good kisser. I'ma rain on this parade. Oh, baby. Listen, let me say something. I done been around the world, I done kissed a lot of girls, so I'm guessing that it's true. Yeah. Make me holler and I bet $1 million. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Bang, bang, bang. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. This girl, she my hero. Get De Niro, euros, pesos, racing yen. I ain't wanna check off either. I'm staring at your barrel, pull the trigger, chitty, chitty, bang, I told her the devil is a lie. Them other girls can't compete with mine. You do it so good, you fuck my mind. You pull it out, then you open wide. You make me want to tap out and retire. Your pretty lips leave me so inspired. I think I got a winner, could be a keeper, cause she's such a good kisser. Got lipstick on my
What?
Now give it to me, baby, with good flow.
Yes.
Don't let my only back, come on, get more. Now give it to me, give it up to me, give it up to me. I can't up, we be kissing all night. Kiss it right, keep it up, we be kissing all night. Kiss it good, kiss it right, keep it up, we be kissing all night. Kiss it good, kiss it right, keep it up, we be kissing all night. Kiss it, got lipstick on my lips, oh baby, been around the world, I done kissed a lot of girls, so I'm guessing that it's true. Make me holler and I bet $1 million. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Bang, bang, bang. Don't nobody kiss it like you. Don't nobody kiss it like you.
Oh yeah, wonderful song. So if you're just now tuning in, this is Mr. Too Easy for Warrior Empowerment Hour on Wrgg 93.7. And the quote of the day: a true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to needs of others. He doesn't set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the quality of his actions and integrity of his intent. So powerful. So, I know there's a lot of leaders out there, and good quality. The military tears us down and builds us up to be better. Marines, airmen, Navy, soldiers, Coast Guardsmen, everything. So, it's just, thinks of another song, just wonderful. So, we're going to keep it rolling. Got here Superhuman by Genuine.
I'd have to be strong, stronger than a mountain, baby, to not crumble at the touch of your hand, I'd have to stop time to stop this love inside me, baby, to not reach each night for you, to not need you like I do. Superhuman, made out of stone, made out of steel. To not feel what I'm feeling, to not feel what I'm feeling, to not love you, baby, to not love you. I have to have the strength of 10 men, oh yeah, to ever resist a love strong as this. Do not care like I do. I'd have to be superhuman. I could possess all the greatest powers, baby. I could hold the whole world here in my hands, and still I would be powerless to leave you, baby, 'cause your touch is just too sweet. And I'm in this love so deep. Superhuman, made out of steel, to not feel what I'm feeling, to not feel what I'm feeling, to not love you, baby. Ooh, I'd have to have the strength of 10 men, to ever resist a love strong as this. To not care like I do, to not care like I do. I'd have to be superhuman. Even Hercules wouldn't have the strength to leave once he fell under the spell of your kiss. So how could I even try to leave your side to say goodbye, baby? Superhuman, made out of steel, to not feel what I'm feeling, to not feel what I'm feeling. I would crumble.
Yes, that was a wonderful song, and it reminds me of another quote. It says, loving a military man or woman is hard. The distance is hard. The worry is hard. The sacrifices are hard. But loving him or her, that's the easiest thing I've ever done. So my hat go off to all the spouses, the family members of our veterans, of our warriors. It's just, you guys go through it as well as we do. And, sometimes people don't commend you guys or congratulate you guys as well, because it takes a special type of person to be superhuman to deal with some veterans. I can only speak about me. My wife, I'm like, man, how can you deal with me? You have your good times and your bad times, but overall, it's wonderful. No one has the perfect relationship, the perfect marriage. You're going to have ups and downs. That's just the way, the way things go. But it's just so wonderful. So I'm going to play Trace Atkins, Simplify, for my Marine Corps people out there. This is for you.
He sat in that long line of barber chairs. And the sergeant asked him, son, would you like to keep your hair? He said, yes, sir, as he heard those clippers buzz and hum. And the sergeant said, well, hold out your hand, here it comes. Simplify. Do or die. So gung-ho to go and pay the price. Here's to leathernecks, devil dogs and jarheads, Paris Island in July. Simplify. I sleep in my bed instead of a foxhole. I've never heard my boss tell me to lock and load. Ain't no bullet holes in the side of my SUV, because the kid next door just shipped out overseas. Simplify. Or die. So gung-ho to go and pay the price. Here's to leathernecks, devil dogs and jarheads, and Paris Island in July. Simplify. For the few that wear the dress blues, haircut high and tight, who are proud to be the first ones in the fight. Simplify. Jarheads and Paris Island in July. Never leave a man behind. A Marine for life. Simplify.
Wonderful song for the Marines out there. I met Trace Atkins in person about a year or two ago. That guy's very, very great, good supporter of all military. I can't even speak so highly of him. He's just wonderful. His music reflects that. He see the better in all of our men and women out there that's protecting our world, our United States. He does USOs all overseas all the time. So I look at the clock and I see my time is coming to an end. So I will leave you guys with one last song. Let's do William Hodge, Strong.
Song for all you hard-working folks. This is called Strong.
He's a 20 years straight, get to work on time. He's loved one woman for all his life. He's a shirt off his back, give you his last time. He's strong. He's in need to move something, you can use my truck. He's an overtime worker when the bills pile up. Everybody knows he ain't just tough. He's strong. Strong. He'll pick you up and won't let you down. Rock solid inside out. Somebody you can trust. Steady as the sun. Ain't nothing gonna knock him off the road he's rolling on. He's strong. It ain't what he can carry, what he can lift. It's a dirt road lesson talking to his kids about how to hold your ground and how to live strong. He's strong. He'll pick you up and won't let you down. Rock solid inside out. Somebody you can trust. Steady as the sun. Ain't nothing gonna knock him off the road he's rolling on. He's strong. Strong, like a river rolling. Strong, gonna keep on going. Strong, when the road runs out, they're gonna keep on talking about how he was strong. Strong, he'll pick you up and won't let you down. Rock solid inside out. Somebody you can trust. Steady as the sun. Ain't nothing gonna knock him off the road he's rolling on. He's strong. Everybody knows he ain't just tough. He's strong.
Oh yeah, so this is Mr. Too Easy, and for all of my warriors and veterans and military personnel out there, here's an ending quote. Be polite, be professional, but have the plan to kill everyone you meet. Yep, you know who that's from, General Mad Dog James Mattis. So until next time, guys, be mentally strong, physically strong, socially strong, and spiritually strong. Peace.
Seven WRGG. We are GA. High above the broadcast house in downtown Greencastle, we are WRGG LP.